So, to explain what you're about to see, imagine the EBO is a torch. Well, what you're about to see would be 6 laser torches. And this is Paul Vaux, the inventor of the Moog guitar, which I've no doubt you've all heard about fairly recently. You never know who's going to come to these concerts. And remember the Moog? Yes, the famous Moog, or the Moog as a lot of people know it. Now this is the inventor of the Moog guitar. So
I'm going to show Richard the sequel invention.
Well, this is a brand new invention that we're going to check out right now.
It's a bit like I wrote a book and Moog Guitar published it, and now I've written my sequel, and I'm showing it around.
I'm interested to see what it is. Here we go. Okay.
So this is the electronics here, and this is kind of like a concept car. This is something that after I developed the Moog guitar and licensed it to Moog, and Moog took it to market, I've spent the last 2.5, almost 3 years doing a sequel product which sort of takes that technology to the nth degree.
Wow.
And I always wanted to apply it to an acoustic, because I thought that acoustic guitar, I think players and people tend to listen to the instrument itself even more than they do an electric,
Sure.
And it's very much more often a solo instrument.
Sure, yeah.
So I really wanted to put it on something that could display its behavior and its capabilities without any electronic stuff around.
Yeah.
This is actually an acoustic instrument. The sound you're going to hear is entirely acoustic. It comes about in the same way as acoustic sound has always come about, because the strings vibrate, put energy into the sound box of the guitar, and that's the sound that you hear.
Great.
What's happening here is that the electronics changes the way the strings vibrate.
Okay.
And when you change the way the strings vibrate, you get a different sound out of the string.
Sure.
So that's the
Okay, this is standard?
That's the guitar the way it is before anything happens. The electronics is off.
There it is.
And now,
it's like an organ.
it has a lot of different settings. That's probably the simplest.
Okay, what else? This is pretty unreal.
We can modulate these settings. Now if you hear, listen carefully what's happening.
I can hear like organ sounds, harmonics and everything happening. Wow, I've never heard anything quite like this, never. Yeah. It'll just keep going forever.
It will. Actually, the duration is adjustable. So I'm just going to, if we go to this extreme now, we're going to have the other extreme. Now go ahead and play it. Okay, so and in between there we have all kinds of natural sort of decay durations that you can just set. So you can have a guitar that, you know, has this tonality, and yet it decays at a fairly natural rate. Just let it ring for a sec.
Yeah. So right now,
All right.
right now,
Right now, this is the only one in existence that has the full-on capability, including the built-in battery.
right.
I think about 7 of these have been made. There's a few artists that have been experimenting with them and you know, giving us some feedback.
Sure.
But this, at the moment, this is the most advanced one. For me, this looks like an end point, but it's actually a beginning point for me, because now that
Sure.
we have really full control over the vibration of the string,
Yeah, you really do, yeah.
I have a lot of ideas about what can be done, and only some of those ideas are expressed here so far. So
right.
I'm looking forward to doing some interesting.
Are you a player yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you
That's
go. Yeah.
why, you know,
That's why you did it, right, right.
I'm an electronics guy, and I'm a player,
That's great.
and
Yeah.
I have been thinking about this kind of stuff my whole
The whole
life
life,
long.
yeah.
Now, here's something that you don't hear very much on an acoustic guitar. Go ahead. If you strike a chord now, what that is acoustic tremolo.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
If you know Wooly Bully, that's perfect for
Yeah, do Willy Willy. You don't need to make the tremolo with your fingers.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for bringing it.
I was going to call it the Vo Acoustic Artifact, but
There you go.
not everyone thought that was a good idea.